Hello, my Pasco County handyman special buyers. It's Randal Jenkins, and I'm going to do a video on the block homes in Pasco that are on the low end for purposes of investment or just trying to get a great deal. Right now in Pasco County, there are, let me move this out of the way, 4,672 listings. I always do an analysis of the market whenever I do this. 1,864 pendings is a great number. And then we always want to do the solds just to see what the strength of the market is. Right now, a 30-day sold going back a week is 1,500. And let me tell you, that's a great number. We were almost at 1,000 around post Helene and Milton. It was a terrible, terrible market. And we definitely are seeing the raw numbers come up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look at properties. Let's go under $180,000. There's 668 properties. We don't want the condos, so let's go to the single families, 64. And we're going to look at block homes just because block homes are where you're safest. You don't want to be in a frame house or in a mobile home when there's a tornado, and we have tornadoes in Florida. So now there's 41 houses. And what we're going to find here is that there are 26 properties that are in flood zones. I urge you to stay away from these properties. Bems for $79,000 is a flood home. It's likely to be condemned, and it's likely that it had 4.5 feet of water. And we just can't be buying flood zone houses, in my opinion. If you want to get a deal and you're willing to buy a flood zone house, I'll give you that list. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and look at the non-flood zone houses. There's only 12 properties that are block homes in Pasco County that are not in a flood zone. So let's run through these. Iris, and look at that. This is the cheapest. This is a garage conversion. Oh dear, you can almost smell it. Let's move on. $85,000. San Carlos, another garage conversion. Oh, now this is an auction property, 5% premium, must pre-register. Let's try to stay away from auction properties. Spring Hill, Rockledge. Oh dear, is that house falling apart on the outside? Oh dear, it's falling out. Oh dear. Okay, so oh dear is a real estate terms. It's the nice word for dear. Oh dear. Cash buyers, fixer upper, less than 130 grand. It's 1 to 2 acres. Now this changes everything because I think an acre on a paved road is arguably worth $60,000. So you're really only paying the difference for this property. Now I want to teach you something. This is 17607 Rockledge. We're going to go look at it on the property appraiser. 17607, was that right? 17607 Rockledge. Now it's really important that we look at these properties to see if they have sinkhole activity. And let's take a look at this one. We come down to here where it says subsidence activity, and then it says none reported. That's good. So despite the damage to the home, there hasn't been a sinkhole claim or settlement claim. Moving forward, Forest Hills, Dander. This is, let's look at this one because this one is an unrepaired sinkhole house. 1731 Dander. Let's take a look at this. Every property that you get, you want to look it up and make sure that it doesn't show as a settlement or sinkhole home. And this one is sinkhole activity in 2007. Looking at the listing, it says the 2007 owner, 7 owners ago, collected an insurance check for settlement. So the county has the home recorded as sinkhole activity. That's what this looks like. And just to get off topic for a moment, if you click on the map, and we have the greatest Pasco County property appraiser map. I mean, this does stuff that is not done in a lot of the other counties. So we're going to come up here to this list right here called Layer List. And we're going to go ahead and click on parcels. And we're going to go ahead and look down here where it says subsidence sinkhole. And I'm going quick, so if you want a personal tutorial, I have some on my YouTube channel. I have sinkhole discussion videos. If you have an interest, find me on YouTube. It's Randal Jenkins Realtor, the one with the suit, not the one with me in a hat. Anyway, here's a sinkhole discussion. Here's understanding sinkholes. And you can read all about it, watch all about it. But I wanted to teach you about this map. So let's jump over to the map and where to go? Okay, so when you click on that layer list, it will give you a picture. This is the subject house is Dander. That's an unrepaired settlement home. That's an unrepaired settlement home. This one is repaired. That one's repaired. That one's repaired. These are all likely, let's call it insurance events. Now, it's possible that there is an actual live sinkhole, but generally when there is a sinkhole, they remove the house because a sinkhole is a catastrophic ground collapse. And these homes did not have catastrophic ground collapses. These homes are all still sitting there. They all had settlement issues, and their owners were able to get a sinkhole check lightly. So anyway, quick segue off the subject. Now we're going on. Danger is $160,000. It's $155 a square foot. Here we have Mulberry in Hudson, not a flood zone, $185 a square foot, 900 square feet. Hachita in San Clemente. You know, I didn't do 55 and older, so this may be a problem if you are 55 and older, and it is or it isn't, but we'll research it if you do have an interest in that one. Jasmine Lakes, great neighborhood, had a remediated sinkhole claim and was repaired in 2009. And I wouldn't be afraid of buying any of those repaired homes. Jasmine Lakes, $169,000, $124 a square foot. Brompton, Holiday Lake Estates, not a flood zone, only one bathroom. One bathroom homes are generally should be cheaper because there's only one bathroom. This is $216 a square foot, 786 square feet. So that's a real problem. Calusa Trail in Holiday, $170,000. Moon Lake Estates, $174,900, $157 a square foot. Flamingo over there by Sam's Club, $180,000, works out to $250 a square foot. So that is not a great deal, at least not on a price per square foot basis. Okay, there's 13 properties in this criteria that are pending. Stone Road, 139, 140, 149. But we're not going to be able to see what the actual price is on these, but we can look and see this went under contract in 3 days. This went under contract in 4 days. This went under contract in 2 days. 172 days. Well, what we're going to find, or what you will find, there's a pattern. The good deals go under contract fast. 79 days, accepting backup offers. 2 days, 6 days. These all that went under contract 6 days in the first, I'm looking right here, 16 days. These were all the best deals. 39 days, a little house, 744 square feet, 1,000 square feet. What I would do if you called me and said, hey, how do we go shopping? What I would do is change the criteria to include the larger homes, 174 days. So this thing is way overpriced, or there's something wrong with it, because all the good deals sold in the first week or two. Okay, let's look at the solds. In this criteria, 99 properties have sold in the last 6 months, and that's no good. That's too much information. It takes us back, I believe, before the storms, and that's no good because the storms changed the whole world. There's been 8 properties that have sold in the last 2 weeks. Brown Acres, they were asking $149. It sold for $138. Ivanhoe, asking $174, sold in $150 in 0 days. Look at that, 0 days. Primrose and Holiday Lake Estates, $165, sold for $150 in 25 days. $157,000, sold for $152,000, worked out to $137 a square foot. $160,000, sold at $156 a square foot. Holiday Lake Estates, sold at $175 a square foot. Oh, look at this one, Westport. Oh, Westport does have some areas that aren't flood zones, but this one likely flooded, even though it's not in a flood zone. Can we see? Look at that chair rail. Uh, Chair rail often means that they have replaced drywall. I ponder this one. $169,000, $120 a square foot, but it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage, which is the ideal minimum sized home for a lot of people. Beacon Woods, 2-2, 1,500 square feet, 180,000 in 61 days, 10,000 below the asking price. Fantastic investment opportunity. Hey, I'm Randy Jenkins. I appreciate the opportunity to have these videos. And if you have an interest in shopping, please reach out to me. I appreciate the opportunity. Many of you are looking at this video because you had reached out about the property on Farm Lawn. I also have that unrepaired sinkhole on Dander. If you have an interest in mobile homes, what I really should have done was been a little more prepared. If you want to see my inventory, you can go to 409 Home. That is my phone number, 409 Home, or go to 409home.com. If you go to current listings, you'll see that me and my marketing team are currently marketing 45 properties. There's some here, 64,000 for a mobile home with land, vacant lots. This is a vacant lot with an unbelievable water view. I would have sold it, except it's in an HOA community. It costs you $1,000 a year to own that one. Vacant land, condo in a 55 park, 138,000, 2.5 acres for this one. Turn this into a advertisement. Anyway, Randy Jenkins, appreciate the opportunity. Wish you the best. Have a nice day.